are here in Tavois. We love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, no new crew for shipping vessels. Taxi business down in Nandi. And traders under the radar.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Teva Lendua.
All fishing vessels, local and foreign, have been directed to stop any crew changes at high seas or at any port visited due to COVID-19. The Fiji Ports Corporation has met local and foreign fishing vessel owners and agents, informing them that all transfer and change of crew members have been suspended until further notice. The corporation will monitor fishing vessels and crew details, as all operators are required to provide vessel and crew details to the harbour master prior to arrival. The verification of information will be conducted by harbour master in conjunction with the Ministry of Health, Fiji Revenue and Customs Services, Department of Immigration and Biosecurity Authority of Fiji. Taxi drivers operating from the Nandi International Airport are struggling to make ends meet. The drivers claim they are making less than $50 a day due to the restrictions at the airport. Taxi driver Pradeep Kumar says the airport is empty as there are less to no tourist arrivals.
We have to do something like either backyard gardening or planting some vegetables and for a couple months maybe or so, you know. So we never know what's going to happen because we rely only on taxi industry here, taxi business, which I've been doing here 37 years already. So I never seen this so far, but whatever will come, we have to take it. To survive, we have to do something, save a bit of money.
Proactive measures have been taken to ensure there is sufficient supply of essential items for the people of Lautoka. Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitiveni Ngiliho confirmed a survey is being carried out to identify what these essential items are and how much is required. This as restriction out of Lautoka is in place with 2 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Giliho has assured residents of Lautoka that supplies will be moved in once the assessment is complete.
We are working with the Consumer Commission. They look at doing their surveys within Lautoka area, the confined area, so that they can identify things that needs to be moved in.
The Commissioner has also confirmed they have allowed for the mobilization of fuel trucks from Vunda to service customers outside of Lautoka's restricted boundaries. With the restrictions on access into Lautoka and therefore to Lautoka Hospital, the Ministry of Health is now putting in measures to supplement access to medical care. Health Minister Dr. Efremi Wangai-Nambete says they want to ensure there are health services available to the surrounding townships and communities outside Lautoka. Dr. Wangai-Nambete says additional medical staff have also been deployed to assist with specialized medical care in the West.
CWM teams of specialists have been moving up and down the Singatoka to Nandi corridor, also the Raki Tumba corridor over the last few days. They've been flying operations team that have been able to do an operation successfully in Tavois, and they're looking at setting in a satellite small hospital in Raki and also in Singatoka.
Amidst the panic among Fijians following 2 confirmed COVID-19 cases, a Good Samaritan Raki-based resort owner has stepped in to provide accommodation to Lautoka residents who are unable to return home due to border restrictions in place. Duandua Beach Resort owner Savita Gandhan says they have decided to provide free accommodation to people who are in this predicament. There are currently 2 guests who will be staying at the resort for 14 days. Duandua Resort has a maximum occupancy of 45 people.
At the moment, we don't have any customers coming, right? So the resort is basically quiet at the moment. So might as well just people who are in need, they can use our facility here.
The two who are taking shelter at the resort currently are originally from Field 40 Lotoka and flew into the country from Auckland, New Zealand on Friday. Mano Kumar says they spent a few hours at the Nandi airport following customs clearance and checked into a hotel in Nandi. She says upon knowledge of Ndondua Beach Resort's free accommodation offer, they decided to travel to Rakiraki and wait until a decision is made on the restrictions. Traders are under strict scrutiny to ensure they do not hike prices of items as many consumers are panic buying in light of COVID-19. Consumer Council Chief Executive Seema Shandil says teams have been on the ground since last Thursday and have seen some recurring issues regarding pricing. Some of these cases have been forwarded to the Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission for further action.
And we are still monitoring the prices on ground for groceries. Should we see any difference or any hikes, we will make sure that we will forward it to FCCC because they are the enforcement agency who can take these traders to task.
Italy is still struggling to contain the COVID-19 outbreak as restrictions across Europe tighten. Another 625 people have died in the past 24 hours, bringing the country's death toll to almost 5,500. A state of emergency in Spain has been extended for another 2 weeks after almost 400 COVID-19 deaths in the past 24 hours. That's the country's worst daily figures so far. Police are investigating the alleged murder of a man in his 70s in Vuvu, Singatoka this morning. It's believed the deceased and his partner were attacked as part of a home invasion. Police are searching for suspects who entered the victim's home and tied him and his partner up and assaulted him. The victim's partner managed to free herself and upon checking, discovered him motionless. A postmortem will be conducted to ascertain cause of death as investigations continue. Coming up, FRU thankful for sponsors' understanding. And Sivo and Evans strike for EELS. Stay with us.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Fiji Rugby has assured fans that kickoffs for all domestic competitions will be announced once government reviews of the restrictions in place. The Fiji Rugby Union is grateful to their sponsors for their continued support shown during this period.
There is usually a monthly installment that they pay, and we haven't cancelled the tournament. We're just deferring it, and we'll announce kickoff dates once the government relaxes the restriction. So the tournaments will go ahead. It's only the kickoff dates that will be amended accordingly.
FRU will make a decision on the future competitions such as primary school Kachi rugby competition and the Fiji Secondary School Deans rugby competition together with the Flying Fijians commitments in June and July. Fiji Bati reps Micah Sivo and Kane Evans scored for the Parramatta Eels last night in their NRL Round 2 match. The duo scored 2 of the Eels' 7 tries in their 46-6 thrashing of the Gold Coast Titans.
Gunnarsson in support, back up the inside, runs to Sammy, runs to the Hound, and will run past him to score! Going to the left-hand side, Moses, back on the inside, Paulo puts the foot down, an overlap on the left-hand side, lovely ball to Copley. Evans with the basketball pass, Dylan Brown spinning, and he finds a way in. Blake comes back, as well to Kane Evans, finds Gutherson. Here's some numbers, Brown, Jennings, Sivo on his outside, ball around the corner. That was lovely to watch. Through the hands there of Evans, diving in to score. To mention the fact that they are well below strength. Here is Brown, looking for a second, spinning, he'll dive in and get it as well.
The Tokyo 2020 Olympics has 4 weeks to prove it can go ahead. International Olympic Committee officials met overnight with mounting pressure to postpone the event. The New World IGA Suva Netball Association Committee will be suspending its 2020 opening knockout competition in accordance with advisory from the Fijian government to suspend all public gatherings. The committee has also decided to suspend all scheduled activities and meetings of the association. The committee will review this position upon advice from relevant authorities in due time and update the members accordingly. An active trough of low pressure with associated cloud and rain continues to affect the Fiji group. Meanwhile, a moist northerly wind flow prevails over the group. For tomorrow, expect light showers. And that is your FBC News. Now, remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our Major Bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. Enjoy your lunch and good afternoon.
Bula FM, number 2 NSR.
Bula FM number 2 NSR.